price, let's quickly review the mobile application for TraderSync. TraderSync, the mobile application, is a trade journal for active traders, okay? So the first thing you want to do here is to start adding your trades. So how do you do that? We're gonna go to this tab where I can see all my past trades, okay? I can start adding my past trades here by clicking in the button add. Now this is gonna allow me to add execution by execution, okay? If this is perhaps you're an active trader, like we think you are, then again, we recommend you to use the web application so you can easily import all your transactions, all your executions at once. If you don't wish to do that, you can use the mobile application where you can enter execution by execution. So I'm just gonna quickly enter one execution here so you know how to use the app. I'm gonna select the portfolio that I want, and I'm gonna select, I'm gonna type the ticker symbol that I'm gonna use for this. Okay, clearly not letting me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna say I bought 5,000 shares at $1.1. Okay, and my commission wasn't 1.95. Then I click save, and then we're just gonna wait until for this to save. Okay, once these have saved, I can click on the trade and I can see what I have so far. So in this trade, I'm going long. This is the size that I have. And then I can enter my closing execution. So I'm gonna click on edit. Then I want to click on add history here on the top right. And then I want to say, okay, this one, I sold my shares. I sold 5,000 shares at the price of, let's say, $2.3. Okay. My commission was this and my fees were this. So I click save. This is going to take me back where I can see all my executions. Execution number 1 is this one, execution number 2. So you can see this is a position that should be closed by now. Now I have the pictures here, photos, which allows me to enter or screenshots. Perhaps I'm using Thinkorswim and then I want to take a screenshot of the trades that I made or the studies that I had. You can add as many pictures as you want here. You can add your setup here. So for example, in this setup, I want to say it was contract winners, and then I'm going to enter my mistake, which was FOMO. Okay, you can track again your strategies or your mistakes, and then you can enter your notes here. Okay. I'm gonna go back. So when I go back to the trade detail view, I'm able to see how much money did I lose, how much money did I won. Okay, in this case, it's not giving me the information. So, okay, it's not giving me information because I entered the total amount of shares wrong. So let's edit that. Let's take this opportunity to edit that. So here where it says price, I entered the wrong price. So I'm gonna, the price was not 5,000, it was 1.5. And then the shares was 5,000. Now that's right. I can quickly edit my executions, and then when I go back, okay, it should be fine now. Oops. Perfect. Now I see what was my return, what was my return percentage, what was my return per share, how much each trade cost me to enter. I can see my setups, my mistakes, and my notes of this trade, okay? And all my executions, okay? Now, it says a spread here because we are able to track options. So in options, if you're trading iron condors, butterflies, or any other spread, we're going to be able to track it here, okay? So I'm going to go back to my view where I see all my trades. I can go to any trades in the past and view my comments, view my setups, view my executions, and view my summary, okay? So I'm gonna go now to reports. In reports here, I'm gonna go to overview. You can see different metrics that we have here for you. Again, the idea is to help you find your edge while you're trading as an active trader. Then you can click on a weekly, for example, and then you can see how well you're performing on doing each weekday setups. You can see the same thing. For example, I can see the gap and fill setup is not performing well for me. It's actually bringing me losses, so I'm actually can decide to stop trading this setup. We can do the same with the time, with the hour of the day, with the volume, mistakes, which mistakes are actually bringing you the most money, or losing you the most money, which month of the year, okay? So again, multiple different angles. Now, going back to the dashboard of the application here, I can see my overall account performance, which is your equity curve of your P&L, how much you have made or lost with all your trades that you have entered here into the system. Here where it says account overview, you can see here metrics that we think are important to you to look at every day. For example, what's your accumulated return? Okay, what's your accumulated profit, accumulated losses, gross return, which is without the commissions, your average winner trade or your average loser trade. And now here below, where we have these data points, it says, for example, sure, if I were to place a trade right now, what would be my winning percentage? So if I place a trade going short right now, my winning percentage based on my past trades will be 0%. If I place a trade going long, I have 71% chance of winning because today is Thursday and today is April and it's right now noontime. Then it tells me what's my statistics for right now at this moment. Okay. And below we have the daily P&L, which shows you how much money you have made on a day by day. Okay, so if whether you have yesterday, whether I have lost or won money yesterday. Okay, so again, TraderSync, the mobile app, is a companion for the web application. We encourage you highly to use a web application to import your executions. Once you import all your executions, assuming that you're an active trader, you might have hundreds, then you can come here to the mobile app and see a snapshot of how well you're doing on the go anytime. Okay, you can also use a mobile app to enter executions manually if you wish to, but if you're an active trader that you have hundreds of executions, you're better off using the web application to import your executions and then getting this app to get a snapshot of your performance on the go.